Who here had Baker Mayfield in the conversation to win MVP this year? Most people had Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Mahomes, or Burrow, but Mayfield? I saw some people who didn't even consider him to be a top 10 quarterback to start this season. What Baker Mayfield is doing right now with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers has been great to watch, and you just can't help but to be impressed. Through 6 games, Baker Mayfield has thrown for over 1,500 yards, 12 touchdowns, only 1 pick, along with a 66.2 completion percentage and a passer rating of 108.5. He's taking great care of the ball so far, not fumbling as much, and has just been carving up teams regardless of injuries or who he has at receiver. Tampa started the year without Chris Godwin. Emeka Egbuka stepped up. Egbuka and Baker as a connection was great and has been awesome to watch. Mike Evans then went down, and Emeka only showed even more that he can be wide receiver 1. And then Emeka went down. And here you see Baker Mayfield getting the job done with Sterling Shepard, Cameron, and Tez Johnson. His elite play so far has the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 5-1 at the top of the NFC. Being able to perform when everything around you is falling apart is the true making of an elite quarterback in the NFL. This is what Baker was expected to be when he was drafted first overall out of Oklahoma. Mayfield has continuously been asked to carry this Buccaneers team, and he's answered the call every single time. Before I go any further, and if you're still watching, you clearly love this kind of football talk, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next breakdown or discussion that I do. Now, it's still a long season ahead of us, and there are other MVP candidates to consider for sure. Josh Allen has been solid for the most part. Jared Goff is leading the league in passing touchdowns right now as we speak. And Matthew Stafford has been awesome to watch with the Rams at 4-2 as well. I know even some people who probably would also consider Dak Prescott too if the Cowboys somehow turn things around. I'm not gonna lie, Dak is damn near looking like an all-pro quarterback right now. And of course, you can never count out 15 in Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes either. But this season so far has been a long time coming for Baker Mayfield. With the Bucs at 5-1, how awesome would it be to see a former walk-on quarterback who ended up winning the Heisman Trophy, went first overall, then led the worst team in the league to their first playoff appearance and win in decades, only to be washed out of town, believed by many to be bad, bounce from the Panthers to the Rams, and somehow find his way in Tampa right after Tom Brady retires. And then he revitalizes his career with the Bucs and now be an MVP with his team being a 1 seed in the NFC? And Baker has done all of this so far, all while his former team, the Cleveland Browns, continues to be in quarterback hell, and somehow paying 8 quarterbacks at all at once? My goodness. I would be so pissed off and embarrassed if I was a Cleveland Browns fan right now. And, as someone who is born and raised in Atlanta and is also a Falcons fan, I just can't help but to like and respect Baker Mayfield and his play on the field. Even though it's frustrating as hell to watch every time he plays Atlanta. But as someone who also played football at the college football level, I would have loved if my quarterback was like Baker. And I already know his teammates love him too. And with 11 games left, can Baker and the Bucs keep this up? Can he sustain this elite play across an entire season? As of right now, he's on pace for over 4,300 yards and 34 touchdowns. Next week against Detroit should honestly be game of the week. Then the Saints before the bye, a divisional opponent. And then after the bye, the Patriots, Bills, and Rams back to back to back should all be very interesting games that will only show even more who the real contenders in this league are this season. Baker has put the league on notice. He is currently playing the best football of his career in year 8 at 30 years old. The Bucs have looked legit. They're battle tested and still going strong, and Baker has looked amazing. There's still 11 games left though, so they gotta sustain and continue to be consistent, and Mayfield could for sure win MVP. If he keeps playing at this level, he has a legitimate chance to become the first player in franchise history to win MVP for Tampa Bay too. So what do you think? Can Baker Mayfield actually win NFL MVP? Or am I just overhyping him in the Bucs? Drop your take in the comments. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let me know whether or not you think Baker Mayfield can win the MVP. And subscribe for more NFL content, discussions, and talk just like this.